you can see here, this is our pitch workshop, okay? So I'm just going to introduce myself because I don't know that everyone knows me. I haven't met everybody personally. So the best product means nothing if no one knows about your product. So the key here is to make your value impossible to ignore in the first 30 seconds, okay? Who am I? I'm a business and communication consultant. I have 15 years of experience helping hundreds of startups. I have personally started 2 nonprofits and 3 startups. My company is Link Lily. We empower IT startups achieve the success in the pitching, marketing, procurement solutions, much, much more than just pitching. But we start with pitching because we want you to get the pitching, get your message out there, and people like to hear it directly from you. So pitching is always a great place to start. We help companies get their actionable insights so that you can win the clients. You know, I ask, what do you need? Clients, investments, partners. We help you get those things. And this 30-second hook is a good way to get started. We work with IT entrepreneurs to help you develop the winning pitches with the HA4D solution. What is the HA4D solution? This is to help you craft clear, compelling messages that resonate with your clients and then your investors as well, if you need investors. We help you enhance visibility so that you can position your business as a standout leader in the IT space. So for example, recently we had Web Summit. I've talked to a lot of entrepreneurs who went to Web Summit, but there are so many other companies there. And even when I talk to startups and I talk to people who are at Web Summit, everybody starts kind of sounding the same. So the key is to enhance your visibility and then also to start building the marketing strategies. Sometimes if we're IT and technical, we tend to neglect the marketing strategies and then also secure strategic partnerships. So sometimes different solutions, we can pair you together and then market you as a full product solution. Those are just some of the things that we do at Link Lily. Today, what are we going to do today? During this workshop, and I'm going to go a little bit quickly, we're going to talk about what are the different kinds of pitches. So I hear a lot people say, I don't need investors. But this is not the only kind of pitch that we have. It's not just the investment pitch. We'll talk about the different kinds of pitches, how to get more results if you're using the HA4D system. We will talk about just a 30-second look at the first step in the HAD solution. That will be the high level assessment step, but we're just going to do just the first part. We're going to do the workshop, Hooked in 30 Seconds Pitching Workshop. After, I will talk about the show up bonus, which is the live pitching clinic, and then we'll do the next steps. Any questions? All right, we'll keep going. So here's a slide of some of the different kinds of pitches that you may already be doing, or you might have noticed that your pitching kind of changes as you talk to different people. So the very first one, if you don't have any pitches at all, I suggest you start with the elevator pitch, which is just the fast one. When you talk initially to people, what do you do? Okay. But this 30-second hook will work for each one of these different kinds. Technical pitch, you guys are pros at the IT side. I don't usually get into the details. I do sometimes tell you what people are listening for when you get to this demo stage, but also the marketing language that needs to be inside of these technical pitches. So this hook will help here. Sales pitch, when you need clients, you need your hook there. Investor pitch. I like to think of it as, what would you like your salesmen to say or your technical guys to say when they're talking to your potential clients and investors? So not just how you can participate, but like how can you reproduce yourself in someone else? So let's get started. This is the HA, as you can see, H here, A, and then 4D. What is HA 4D? It's a high-level assessment of your pitching, your presentations, your demos. Then as we go deeper, it's looking into advantage mapping, how to pull out your advantages, your differentiators, and all of those fun things. And then 4D delivery, how to deliver your message when you do have those demos, presentations, and pitches in different situations. So when we're working through coaching and pitching, we work through all of these. But right now, we're just talking about the first step, the high-level assessment. Okay? So this is the one we will talk about today. This is the one we're going to work with in the workshop. So we're going to take a 30-second look at the HA4D, just the step one. So if you're listening to other people pitching, and I do this a lot, I listen to a lot of people giving me their pitches, you will usually hear them start with, there's a problem, and from the problem, they will say, we have this problem. Sometimes they will give the cause of the problem, and then later they will start to talk about the solution that they have. If your pitching is advanced, a lot of times you will get to the results, but sometimes it's much, much later. And what we're going to do is we're just going to look at these last two right here. So as you're creating your products and your solutions, you probably focus on people's pain points, their problems, what's the cause of this problem. If you're not solving a problem, probably your product's not a good fit. So you spend so much time in this problem and cause part that when you start talking to people, you talk about the problem and the cause, right? And what I would like to do is just look at the solution and then the result. Okay, that's what we're gonna put inside of your 30-second hook. We're gonna skip over the problem and the cause. Okay, they already know they have a problem. They might know what's causing the problem, and we're gonna talk directly to, hey, we can solve your problem. So what does this look like? If you have the link to the Google Doc, go ahead and you can open that up and you can fill it out as we move along. For those who are watching the recording, just go ahead and open that up, the Google link, and this is what it will look like. So we have Hooked in 30 Seconds workshop. The step one, we're just going to work through this together and you can ask questions. The first thing is to define your startup's real value. This is not new. I know this is not new information. You've probably been looking at this, trying to do this all along. But we're going to skip the problem cause. We're going to go straight to what is your key solution? Okay, so I want you to write your key solution in the box here. What is your solution to that problem that we're not going to talk about? Okay, so write your key solution here, and then think about, if I apply your solution, what is the outcome or the benefit or the result? What is the good, happy thing that happens if I use your solution? Okay, and I want you to write that in the box over here to the right. You might need a couple seconds to think about that. Maybe you know already. You can be as detailed as you need to. And probably you're saying right now, no, I have 5 solutions and 5 benefits and outcomes. Okay, yes, so you want to narrow that down to just the most interesting and valuable one. And sometimes that's the hard part. Just give me the most interesting and valuable one that you can give me. Okay. Then we're going to put it down here in this sentence just to see if it fits, okay? Our startup stands out because we put your key solution here. This means our customers can, and then put your outcome here, specific benefit or outcome. If it makes sense, I'm going to give you a couple examples here. So for example, our AI platform defines cybersecurity threats, so that would be their solution, in real time. And the outcome, why? Why is that important, or why do I care? This reduces attack response times by 85%. Okay, you got it? Next one, our platform automates insurance claims with 95% accuracy. That's what they do. That is the solution, okay? They save $10 million annually. This is the result. Okay, so imagine you're in the insurance industry. Maybe you're an investor in this industry. Maybe you need solutions. And I walk up to you and I say, hey, we automate insurance claims with 95% accuracy and save $10 million annually. This is going to sound pretty interesting to you, right? The last one I have, we eliminate data silos by connecting legacy systems in minutes, not months. Okay, so this is just step one. You might not have the perfect one. You might still be trying to edit or choose, like pick which solution is your top solution. That's okay. Just make sure you write something at this moment. You can always go back through the worksheet and do it again. Just write something for your solution, something for your outcome. Any questions? Okay, we'll keep going. So step number 2 is you want to show your real value. So I want you to answer these questions. So who is your target client? And of course, these are questions that startups, we're asking these questions daily, weekly basis. We want to keep asking these questions. Who is your target client? So then write that down here as detailed as possible. What outcome will resonate with your audience the most? So this might be the same as from above. This might be the same, this outcome, as the one up top. And you can see here, the outcome you choose, it may vary on who you're pitching to. So for example, we talked about there's different pitches. If you're pitching to clients, partners, investors, this outcome may change. What is the part that they want to hear about? And then third, what metrics or proof can I share to support those results? So go ahead and write that here in the last box. Specific metrics. Then we're going to do the same thing. We're going to take the target client, plug it into the sentence down here, outcome, and then specific metrics. So for the target client, we provide this result and achieve this specific metric. Okay, so we want to, if you have numbers, put numbers. If you don't have numbers, no worries, you can put other specific results. Let's take a look at the examples. For SaaS startups, our solution enhances customer retention rates by 50%, increasing monthly recurring revenue within 3 months. So you can see here, I say to you who the client is, what is their outcome, okay? And then what is the metric in 3 months? Really specific, very targeted, get everything out very quickly. The next one, for food manufacturing industries, our AI predicts customer trends, boosting revenue by 35% within the first 6 months. Okay, so I'm going to give you just a minute go ahead and fill those in. Do we have any questions? Yeah, I see some of you need to leave. That's okay. You can catch up with the recording. Let's go to step 3. Okay, so here are some of the hook strategies that we're going to use. We have the information. It should be clear, and it might not be. You might not have your boxes filled in yet. I realize this is a process, but put down something so that we can take a look at these. And we're just going to practice. You can always rewrite this later. We can work on this together as well. So hook strategies. Your hook could be one of the following. So a thought-provoking question. This is probably the most common way. Ask a bold question that addresses the audience's key challenge. Okay, what if your AI could process 1 billion transactions a second without increasing costs? So if you're asking a question, usually it engages their brain and maybe they will start listening. So you want to put your key metrics inside a question. You can also say a polarizing statement. Say something surprising, controversial, grab attention in this way. We see this a lot on TED Talks. Example, AI is everywhere, but 80% of startups fail to make it work. Interesting. I would probably listen, just see what they have to say. The third way, you can put real data with proof of results. When you have real data with proof of results, this is great. This catches attention. Share measurable results to establish credibility instantaneously. Our platform reduces fraud detection times by 90%, saving companies millions annually. If this is true, please say it, and say it early. So we're going to take just a minute, write down some ideas that you might have. Any questions, statements, or any real data. Just maybe put down some ideas. We're going to put these together, okay? A lot of times when I see people start talking or introducing themselves, it can take sometimes 15, 20 minutes to understand exactly what their product does. When you put this information up front, people will listen to you a little bit longer. They'll give you a little bit more runway with their time if they know that you have something that's interesting for them. But if you string it out and you start talking and you're giving your vision and you're talking about problems and causes and all the things that they already know, they tend to not give you as much time. And then what you're doing is you're digging a hole in their mind. In the beginning, you're about here at the regular level. And then in their subconscious, you start talking and you keep nothing interesting. It sounds the same. It sounds the same. It sounds the same. And then you say what's interesting because you have a great product. And you have to start climbing out of the hole with all of your facts, metrics, and all the fun stuff. So if you put your fun stuff first, they will listen to you a little bit longer so that they can understand. And it's one of the things I see happens, it happens quite a bit. So that's why we want to put that 30 seconds, get it started right away. All right, let's keep going. So just a quick look at the high level assessment, okay? So once you've drafted your hook, we're going to evaluate it in a very simple way, just not in deep detail, but just simple. It's 30 seconds, okay? So you want to evaluate it for the clarity. Can I understand it quickly? Can an 8-year-old generally understand? the language that's inside there. Not too technical. Is it specific? Does it focus on the outcome? I want to hear the outcome almost in the first or second sentence. Is it relevant? And not just relevant to your target client, is it relevant to the person that you're talking to? So if you're talking to someone who is looking to invest, that's going to be different from someone who's looking to buy your product, right? A user is going to be different. So you want it to be relevant. Does it impact? Does it leave a strong impression? So sometimes this can be positive. Sometimes this can be negative. If you can say a negative impact, meaning you caught their attention. Positive, maybe you have a great result. But either way, does it impact? So read through what you have, if you have something down on the paper. And I just want you to kind of score yourself from 1 to 5. Do you think it's clear? Give yourself kind of a score. Is it specific? Do we talk specifics about outcomes? Relevance to the person that you're talking to, and this may change as we talked about. And then does it have impact? Does it leave a strong impression? If any of your scores less than 4, I mean, this is personal. If it's less than 4, then try to go back and edit. A lot of times, great things, great books, great marketing slogans are not written the first go round, right? The magic happens in the edit. So don't worry if you didn't write down the perfect hook right away. You can have 3, 4 options. Go back through there later and refine, edit. And as you begin to scale your business, this will also change, right? This will also change. So go back and make sure that you check it, edit it. If you need some help, just let me know. And do we have any questions so far? Oh, no questions. All right, we'll keep moving. So step 5 is simple. We're going to do this today. Refine and deliver. So take your revised hook and then go practice it on somebody. Okay. I do performance, singing, piano. I teach music as well as speech, presentations, and these fun things. And sometimes we'll say, go find a mirror, look at yourself in the mirror and give your presentation to yourself. Practice it out loud because it sounds different when you're saying it than when you're reading it. Sometimes it sounds great on the paper, and then when you read it out loud, it sounds a little bit different. Go ahead, say it out loud. Time yourself, literally 30 seconds, okay? Think about it. Years ago, when I first started, we were giving lectures, hour-long lectures, and they would say, okay, look, you can't give an hour-long lecture without some kind of a break, a brain break, because we have commercials, right? TV commercials. So you can talk for an hour, but you need to give brain breaks. And now things have changed to social media. Think about how long you look at a post or a YouTube video before you change. It's literally seconds. And the same happens with our pitching. You have to get this done in the very first few seconds. Get out the most important part because you may not have 30 minutes to get to the really good solution that you offer. You want to get it out there first. So time yourself, practice it, and then you can also train your team to do the same so that they're making sure that they get your value out there to the right people. And get some feedback too, right? What does that sound like? What did you understand? Did I pick the best solution for the moment in the market at this moment? Did I pick a good one? So So go ahead and write it out. Practice delivering it with confidence, like you're talking to the CTO, the VC, potential enterprise partner, like you're talking to them. You can even record yourself like I am today. It's great fun. All right, we'll keep moving. Hopefully you have something on the paper at this point. If not, and you're watching the recording, push pause and try to write something down, okay? And give yourself the freedom to, okay, I might do this 2, 3, 4 times, have different ones. So it's possible at this moment that you feel like, okay, I need a little bit more help. If that's the case, go ahead and consider, you can message me. I answer messages all the time. Feel free to do that. If you'd like more help and you would like personal help, I have the Pitch Mastery Holiday Special right now. It's 2 one-on-one sessions to focus on improving your pitching. So your potential clients, investors, they don't just hear what you're saying, they don't just sit through your demo, but they start engaging with you because you're saying the things that they need, and you're saying them so that they can understand your solutions quickly. Normally, this is a $997 package. This right now during the holiday season, it's 2 sessions. It's only $97, but I'm only taking 10. I like to talk to my clients. I like to understand the market. I want to know what's new and out there. I enjoy working with people on a personal level. So I don't want a whole lot of people. I like to pay attention to the progress of your company, see what stage you're in, see how else we can help you. I'm only taking 10. If you'd like to do this, just send me an email, a message, LinkedIn message, any of those.